So the official trailer for the Halo TV series has finally come out, and it looks fairly promising. This trailer shows that, if nothing else, they've really managed to capture the look and sound of the Halo world. All of the weapons, aliens, and vehicle designs look like they come straight out of the games. It even sounds like they reused some of the sound design from the games for the weapons here. I really love the look they went with for the Covenant here. The Jackals, Elites, and a lot of the Covenant vehicles look almost perfect. My only issue with the Covenant designs is that the Elite armor looked almost too smooth and rounded. It doesn't really look like the armor was taken from any one game, in that it's more of an original design for the show. I would have preferred if they went with the Halo 2 design for the Elite armor, but we'll see how this looks when the show comes out. And one other thing that really concerns me about the Covenant here is that it seems like they have a human member now. I'm not sure what role she's going to end up playing in the actual show, but I just hope they really don't try to make her into the main antagonist. I'm not entirely against a human being in the Covenant, however I just hope that's played more as the Prophets manipulating her to gain access to Forerunner technology, and I really hope she's not the only member of the Covenant to get any sort of development. I think it would be a huge missed opportunity if the aliens within the Covenant are only treated as cannon fodder and this human member is the only one that gets any sort of development. But hopefully we can get some of the villains from the games here, such as bringing in Tartarus or perhaps even the Arbiter before he becomes the Arbiter, and using them as the main antagonists. But from the looks of it, this human girl is going to be the face of the Covenant that we see. As for the human side, it looks like there's a lot more human characters here than there were in the games, and a lot of them seem to be original characters. I'm sure this was done so that they could have human drama to save on budget and take away from all of the alien fighting going on. But I really hope that all of this human drama doesn't feel like filler and instead adds in some way to the human Covenant more. Unfortunately, I feel like the look at Master Chief and Cortana that we got were some of the worst things that we saw in the trailer, at least if you're a Halo fan, that is. Starting with Cortana, I think this design is really terrible for the character. I get that her appearance is supposed to be based off of Dr. Halsey, so they had to model her after the actress playing Halsey, but they should have at least made Cortana blue or purple, since the character is almost completely unrecognizable outside of the voice, since they did end up bringing back Jen Taylor to voice Cortana. Hopefully there's enough time for them to go back and maybe change this and make Cortana blue, but even if they don't, I feel like it's not a huge issue, since most of the time Cortana is just a voice within Master Chief's head. So I feel like if they go that route, then Cortana's appearance won't be that big of an issue, since we won't see much of her. As for Master Chief, well, I think they did an amazing job at capturing the look of his armor. The actor playing Master Chief just doesn't sound right. It's not that he sounds bad, but Steve Downes has such an iconic voice for Master Chief that hearing someone else voicing the character just feels wrong. It is possible that when I actually watch the show that this version of Master Chief will grow on me, but just from what I saw from the trailer, it just seemed wrong to have someone else voicing Master Chief. And the fact that they didn't bring back Steve Downes to dub over Master Chief's lines implies to me that they at least intend to remove his helmet and armor at some point and show us his face. And while showing Master Chief's face probably won't be a big deal to people new to the series, I feel like it won't be taken very well by existing fans of the franchise. Overall, I'm still cautiously optimistic for this show. Hopefully it turns out to be as amazing as we all want it to, but at the same time, if it ends up just being absolutely terrible, then at least it's part of its own canon and won't have any effect on the games. But those are just my thoughts on the Halo trailer. What did you think? Let me know in the comments, and until next time, thanks for watching.